Hi everyone, welcome to another 5-minute game. Playing an IM who's much lower rated than me, but he's a good player. I think I played him before. And we're gonna get with this stupid, boring opening that he's probably gonna play the Maroczy Bind, which it's unpleasant because I'm so much higher rated and it's like at least to a drawish type of position, but certainly winnable in blitz. But this guy's pretty solid, if I recall correctly. It's going to be a very, very tough game to win. If I draw, the world doesn't end. It's the one downside of this opening repertoire. I should play something a little sharper against the lower-rated guys. But I know he's a good player. I mean, I just happen to have a high rating right now. I can't treat him like he's some kind of punk off the street. Uh, let's just do the normal things. And we're going to get some endgame, and it's going to be really boring. I'm just going to try my best. But, the thing is, my rating's so high that he's going to play it more passively than usual, which makes it even harder for me to somehow win the game. But this is all theory. I think knight d7 is the move here. He can't take on e7 for whatever reason. I go bishop h6, and then I take his rook, and I have d5. It's somewhat better for black, sorry. I win the exchange, and then this d5 freeing move. Oh, he doesn't know about it, so... some people just don't study chess hard enough. It's a sad thing. So I think I have some small advantage, because this d5 move is really useful, because I get rid of my weak pawn. I think it's just take on c5, c1 and d5, but let me just make sure. I could have some knight check that's really strong. So let me think. Well, I'm just going to take his rook. Now let's think. If I knight check him, first of all, b5 is very strong as well, but he can go knight to b2, and then I could play d5. In my mind, that looks like very troubling, but I don't know. I'll just do it. Massive invasion of my pawns into his position. If pawn takes pawn, let's say he takes with the knight, and I play d5. He takes, and I take with the bishop. I mean, I'm just going to play this move. Keeps more pressure on. Again, this position, it's not like... I have to be careful of... No, I don't. I was worried about king to d4 for some reason, but then I can just move my bishop away. Right, king to d2. I mean, the thing is, it's a nice position for me, but I just have like an exchange for pawn, and it's like not easy to win such positions. This is like the downside. I mean, it's obviously very good for black, but it's just not a piece of cake or anything like that. I should not trade my bishop for his knight. That's one thing that's for sure. I should make sure his knight can't hop in any opportune way. I could always blunder some crap here with like knight b6 or something. Just trying to be careful. Rook to d8 looks like a good kind of move to make. But my a6 pawn, I have to watch out for that also. It's just not super easy. I mean, I would say I'm maybe... At this point, I probably misplayed it somewhere. I think I'm only slightly better at the most. Well, his king is the problem still. He does have to keep an eye on his king's safety. And so we're gonna monitor that and try to take advantage of it somehow, because my two rooks are bearing down on that king. If bishop d4, the question is, do I play f6? I think so. I'm just gonna do it. And now, my rook on d8 is bearing down on his bishop on d4, so he has to watch out for potential tactics. Probably some kind of knight move is strong here. Knight f8. Maybe I should just retreat the bishop, though. That looks more... Oh, he's going to take my a-pawn. Hold on. Bishop f8. Oh, no, he can't take the a-pawn, because I have knight b8 winning a piece. Knight g4, I guess h5. If bishop a6, knight b8. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I still have these nice rooks. But his pieces are good, and, you know, my pawns are not very mobile. So, like, I need to use my pieces somehow, or else it's going to be tough. Maybe king e1. Oh, but then I probably just, like, move my knight somewhere, and it might be really unpleasant. But maybe not. Maybe you can get away with king e1. Maybe knight e5 if king e1. I don't know. Oh, really? That looks pretty horrible. Why can't they see tactics, man? Sorry. I have contempt for everyone. They just miss things all the time. Yeah, I mean, I'm curious how much better I actually am in this position, though. Like, if he doesn't blunder. Yeah, I mean, kind of what I thought, maybe, like 0.5. I actually thought it might be slightly less. I think if we go back a few moves, it'll be like more like 0.3. And, yeah, my instincts are pretty much true. 0.3 is Houdini's saying. But did I have, like, a stronger move somewhere around here? B5 immediately. So what's the difference? Knight e5, take. I guess I can see how this would be stronger. Whereas in the game, when I do this, knight e5, now he can play some move like this, which he couldn't play earlier, and the rook is still defending that, and his d pawn is still weak, and I can't play d5. But yeah, basically bishop takes e5 is just a very bad move. A bishop takes e7, and just gives black the advantage. And like I said, it's not winning despite winning the exchange, but we can dissolve our weak pawn with d5 type moves, and, you know, he ended up blundering at the end, making my life a little easier. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I played this guy before, but I think only in 3-minute chess, because I recognize his name, Guillermo Soppe. Well, I haven't lost in a while, huh? How many games has it been? I actually haven't played 5-minute in a few days, so 18 games without a loss. Not too bad. So in 5-minute, no games against him. But I think in 3 minutes, I have quite a few games. I have won them both in the last year. Before that, we didn't play since 2005 on this account. That's funny. Back then, though, we were about the same strength. Now, times have changed. Anyway, thanks everyone for watching. 25-19, not too shabby, Greg. I will see you tomorrow. Where am I on this best list? I'm not on it because I have to play 2 more games to be counted as active, but I'm pretty high up there. It's more, you know, a number 9 or 8 or something. I dropped due to inactivity. Some new people appeared who are very strong. Who's neck and neck? Listen, fools, or I'll show you to your bunk. I don't even know what that means. Anyway, see you guys later. Bye-bye.